Hello, and welcome back to another diary entry, episode 199. Um, this is your regular reporter, somewhere in Hades, near the rabbit hole on the edge of Waltham Forest. The real world stopped existing for me last night after I participated in, an online meeting with Waltham Forest Housing and the Housing Ombudsman. And it was just surreal. They didn't answer any of my questions. They don't explain why they didn't answer. They make the excuse that although I was one of the first respondents with a question, because they said they would bring the housing officers along, no housing officers were there. In fact, we don't know, the participants don't know who was there because no one put down their job title. So there was about 8 people that were listed as co-hosts, 8 or 10, and participants could only speak to the co-host. You couldn't talk to each other. At least I couldn't talk to anyone else. So they're either restricting just my rights or they're restricting everyone's rights because we've got the right to talk to each other. They had all the cameras turned off, all the microphones turned off. It was a farce. And where did the Disability Forum go, which is normally held on the same time as the Housing Forum? No Disability Forum this year. This is what Waltham Forest Council thinks of disabled people. It was only sort of tacked on the end of the Housing Forum, the Disability Forum, and yet where's that gone? I will be doing another video, but this time purely for Facebook, for the local estate group that I run. And I'm going to see if we can all join forces to beat this council, because they're atrocious with human rights and public rights. Unless you're an ethnic minority, then you don't get any action from this council whatsoever. They prove that time and time again with their Facebook posts and their Twitter posts. Every ethnic minority in the borough is represented apart from Caucasians. Why? I've mentioned this and they don't respond. Well, they're going to respond now. I'm using Resolver because then I can escalate it up through the channels in the correct time sequence because Resolver does it for you. And all you've got to do is escalate it up. Did you get stage 2? No, it goes up to the Ombudsman. There we are then. Which is bizarre because one of them's gone up to the Ombudsman because they haven't responded from four months ago. And the Ombudsman wrote back to me on Resolver saying, well, you need to go through the complaints procedure. Despite the fact that Richard Blakeway last night said you can just escalate calls up to the Ombudsman if they're not answering you. So I've escalated it back to the Ombudsman. They're not answering. You better sort your fucking job out. I'm not impressed with Richard Blakeway. Not exactly communicative, let's put it that way. I messaged him directly because he was listed as a co-host. Didn't respond to my message. Nothing threatening or abusive about it. But there we are. Let's see if the Housing Ombudsman's attitude changes from today onwards. I've called them today about, Waltham Forest Council still own me, I believe, £2,000. But according to the rent statement, it hasn't increased since June. Just shy of 900 it was in June, and now it's about 1,000. Don't understand that, how it can go up by only £100 in 6 months when I've been overpaying. Well, at the time, I was told £200 a month. That's what I was told on the phone. But there we are. Let's work this one out, shall we, boys and girls? What else is happening? Oh, I'm still on the online dating groups, and so many people message you, and then, oh yes, give me your number, and then they don't do anything. I am ghosted so often, I feel like a fucking poltergeist. I'm moving things around without even touching them now. Where's my boys? They've all left me. Apart from Merlin, he's sitting over there. Nice lad, yeah. See him? No, because he's black in a black background. There we are. Such is life. Oh, what else is happening? Where are we? 5 minutes into the recording, and we are still getting noise on the microphone, which is good. Oh, I don't know. I think I've made a mistake on the episode numbers, but hey, I'm going to take that as official now, 199. I think 191 is missing, if I remember rightly, but I think I did do a 191, but I just didn't upload it or didn't make it public because I think it was just too much of a rant. So I think the sequence is correct. It's just one hasn't gone public. So the next one will be episode 200. Ooh, boys and girls, we'll get some good news by episode 200. You know, maybe there's a mad person out there that actually likes me. Maybe I will find the rabbit. Maybe his fob watch has stopped, which is why he thinks he's late all the time. Maybe he's actually early. Or maybe the white rabbit is Einstein and the rabbit hole is the universe. And Einstein is jumping into the universe and solving the mysteries of time and space. Oh, yeah. Or maybe I'm just in Wonderland. And nothing is real anymore. Maybe. Anyway. I don't want to put too many people off thinking I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. Whatever happened to that film? Ah, they were the good old days. Peter Finch. What a movie. Yes, I've got another. I might do the Facebook one tomorrow because I want to get back to bed. Blah de blah de blah. I've had a weird sleeping pattern and it's not got any better in the last couple of nights. Yeah, so thank you for watching. No rant really today because that's going to go on the Facebook one. But when I've done the Facebook one, I'll put a link into it down here so you can see if I remember. Thank you for watching. I shall love you and leave you. Sweet dreams, everyone. Have a good night and be careful out there.